Namaskar, Vanakkam, Dua. A very good evening, Bay Area. This is Sia on the show Real Estate Roundup, where we talk all about your goals, your dreams pertaining to all things real estate with Nagaraj Annaiah, founder of Bay Area Realtor. Nagaraj Annaiah has mentored thousands on how to build wealth using real estate, has helped many manifest their dream of home ownership, and has guided real estate investors build large portfolios. So अगर आपका जो है गोल है कि आप फाइनेंशियल फ्रीडम लेना चाहते हैं, that is one of your goals, or you're in the process of buying a home, just debating when is the right time to put your house on the market, Nagaraj Annaiah is here in Bolly Studios with us. What better time than this to join the conversation? Any predicament regarding buying or selling real estate, just dial 1-877-265-5992. That's 1-877-265-5992. Call us in the studio. That's 1-877-BODY92. So let's welcome, hey Nagaraj, happy Friday.
Hello, Sia. Hello, Bay Area listeners. Happy Friday. I know it's too hot today, right now. It's red hot, Sia, the weather today.
Yes, it's absolutely like I thought I would go out for coffee, but then I could see that what you need is a very
No,
chilled lassi.
but hats off to the all the workers who's working outside today. Means there was a lot of construction activities happening in around, and I'd been there to visit. Dude, like hats off to them. They're still working on the red hot weather today, right? So it's like it's so you can't even step out, but still they're working, making the Bay Area better. Always because of them hardworking laborers, the Bay Area is still running in.
Absolutely. So big shout out to them.
Correct.
And as you said, we keep hearing that California population is flattening. It's been almost 30 years. We keep hearing Bay Area people are leaving. But what we noticed lately is that there is an influx there. What do you feel about that?
See, for over 30 years, California has seen a net domestic outmigration, meaning more people leave the state that move in from other parts of the US, right? The only reason that population has not declined is because of international immigration. This includes both high skilled workers like H-1B visas, OPT, and lower wage laborers, often like undocumented or working in under the table economies, right? So this all is like basically causing the Bay Area population not to go down, right? But not only Bay Area, it's overall all the California population. We have seen so many times the news, like so many people are leaving this year, this many people are leaving, right? But still we don't see the decline of the population. And one more thing is the demand for engineers, data scientists, and developers in the Silicon Valley is so high that local universities can't meet a demand. Many tech workers arrive in California after earning a US degrees under student visas like F1, OPTs to H1B, and they eventually apply for a green cards. All this like causes the populations to keep going up. And one more important thing to notice is like US birth rate is 1.6 per woman, but far below the 2.1 needed to maintain a population without immigration, right? But still, immigration helps offset the aging population, especially in service jobs, healthcare, logistics, and construction. So, noticing all this, we are not noticing anywhere because of the demand, right? Like always, the demand is so much for the tech laborers. All these are making the to going up the means not reducing the population. Even if the people are leaving, the number of people are always coming in has made the difference in here.
So, what do you think that has an impact on the real estate? Do you think that that would lead automatically to more number of rental market going up, or the condos are more in demand, or how does that impact the real estate market?
That's a valid, wonderful question. I'm telling you, right? Like, see, right now, last week itself, I had two rental things, and I discussed about that also. One of the rental applications we just listed for 4,000, and I received a more than 16 applications in less than 12 hours. And it's a $4,000 being rented, and it went for a $4,100. Okay,
and this was how many bedroom?
It's a 3 bed, 2 bath. That also in South San Jose. correct? South San Jose, and one of my known client had called me up. They moved from Atlanta to here, and they wanted to rent out in Santa Clara around, right? And he was okay to pay up to $5,500 for a 3-bed, 2-bath. 3-bed, 2-bath. Only few homes were available for him in the Santa Clara, especially offices. All the offices, most of the offices are opening up and asking them to come back to office, right? So it's most. Yesterday I was also talking to one of the clients. They work for Amazon. In Amazon they already made it as a 5 days per week, right? I mean they want all the employees to come for 5 days a week now, right? So all this, especially whichever closer to the companies like Santa Clara, Sunnyvale, already forget about Mountain View and the stuff. Mountain Views are close to 7K. I've seen some of them are paying even close to 7K and higher also. Okay.
So is that also automatically leading to higher like home prices over there, the single family homes?
I think that is a very good thing to discuss about today. How is the home prices are doing about, right? Like, see, I think right now the market is so mixed. Whichever is closer to offices, we are seeing a higher demand for the homes, and the prices are not slowing down. But whichever bit far, like for example, especially the Fremont areas, and even the Fremont has gone down a little bit right now. People are thinking the Fremont is going to be the next higher demand, but Fremont is a bit slowing down. It is not it's not getting a multiple offers as earlier. Let's talk about the Alameda County alone right now. See, in the Alameda County right now, I'll talk about both Alameda and Santa Clara County for the comparison, so it would be easier. So Alameda County median list price is like 1.195. Median price of a new listings comings are 1.2 million. The price per square footage of 688. Look around the average numbers days on the market. 54 days. Any listings coming in Alameda right now is a 54 days right now, and a price decreased is a 26% of decreased, and price increase is just 2%. Now let's go back quickly and check on the Santa Clara County. Correct. Santa Clara County, the median list price is 1.98, and median price of new listings are 1.998 million. These are all in the $1 million I'm talking about. Okay. Price decreased here is 20%. Price increased 5%. Price decreased in this was a 20%, but in case of already Alameda County is 26%. You see the comparison. Now let's pick the city like Fremont, right? So that way it is a good comparison for us. So like let me look at the Fremont report. The Fremont report, Fremont City, I'm going to talk about the Fremont City now. Median list price is 1.793 million. Median price of a new listings are coming around 1.894. Look at the average days on the market. Average days right now is 36 days. In 2025, it used to be at 28 days. Okay.
Okay. But in comparison to Santa Clara, then don't you think that this is a 28-day period?
No, that was not a. That is
saying that Fremont is listed like
no. That was for overall
coming down. So sorry, I'm confused.
So sorry, that was for a county, right? I have not gone to the city wise. I gave you example. County means it combines the Gilroy everywhere, right? So it's an average. It is coming out. I'm talking about the city wise right now. Okay. The city wise, if I'm looking on the Fremont, it's 36 days. Now let me go back to right now in the around April time frame. April time frame, it used to be a 28 days in the market. If I go back to March time frame, same around 28 days. But if I go back to around again February time frame, 30 days. Okay, so somewhere around the time, like it was 13. Now it's already 6 days has gone up now.
So at present, do you think Alameda is doing better as a buyer's market in comparison to Santa Clara?
Correct. Fremont is doing. Let's go about now Santa Clara City. So that also will give us a good comparison for us, right? So so that would be listeners. You're listening to Real Estate Show from myself, Nagaraj Annaiah, and you can give us a call.
So yes, and if you would like to join this conversation and you have your own perspective, you're living in these cities and you own a home or you're thinking of buying a home and you have a new perspective or you would like to discuss something, please give us a call. We have a call.
We have a call. Let's take it up.
All right. Good evening. You're on Real Estate Roundup.
Yeah, please.
Question regarding investment property.
Correct. Go ahead. Yeah, your name, please.
Yeah, my name is Mahit.
Yeah. Hi, Mahi. Go ahead.
And yeah, my question is basically, I work in the Silicon Valley, so basically I get a good investment portfolio from my RSUs. Having said that, I need to pay a lot of tax because of the once they vest and the process based on that. So I was told that if I take an investment home, my budget is around 1.2 to 1.3 million. That helps a lot in the tax savings for the year for the huge amount of tax that goes into RSUs. So I want to find out, if that is true, if you have any knowledge on that.
Yeah, that is true. Both are in the W2 or one in W2? How is that, Mahi, in your case? So
yeah, both are in W2.
Okay. So what you can do, right? Like there's always called a short-term rental loophole. Okay. The short-term rental loophole is like basically it works such that like you buy it and give it for an Airbnb or somewhere else for the short terms. It should be like you should talk to the CPA and CPA can explain you more in the detail. I'm not a CPA, but I'm just giving you a brief about this rule so that you can talk to them and get a right advice on that. A lot of people, investors, my client also last year, they bought it around December timeframe. They used the short-term rental loophole. Like what they did, it is like listed out for a one month, and they showed it at property as an investment property, and they were able to write off the depreciation. Basically, let's assume the construction cost of the property is around 700K, right? It's a 1.2 million land value is a 500K, and the 700K is the value to build the house, right? So that one you can depreciate. Normally you do it around 28 years around that, but if you're doing it in a short-term rental loophole, right, you can depreciate it in 1 or 2 years. So how does it work is like basically it will help you to reduce overall your W2 income or like overall reducing your other income also. Right, so that's how a lot of people use this loophole. So talk to the CPA. You can reach out to me after this call, and I can give the contact number who's expert on this, and they can help you to go over portfolio and they can guide you on that. On the real estate investment, way to buy, you can always reach out to me. I can advise where you can buy for 1.2 and how it will help you out for the how this property is can be used for your Airbnbs. This client who had bought was in the closer to the airports always, or closer to the colleges or the that locations, or maybe closer to the Santa Cruz right now, right? Is where is more of the tourist comes in. All these places you can use it for a short-term rentals. This locations, okay. So plan for this kind of location so that way you can buy it and plan for use this loopholes so that you can save on your taxes. But talk to the CPA. I'll give you the contact. You can reach out to me after this show. I can give you the contact where you can they can guide you how does that rule applies for the investment properties, and I can guide you on which locations to buy for it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
if we want to
go ahead.
A quick follow-up is if you want to do it for our primary home, we just want to rent out one room here in Airbnb. Can we leverage that opportunity?
Yeah, that also can be done, but that needs to be talked to the CPA. Actually, how does it? Because since both are you on W2, you need to talk to them. How can they help you out on that? That I can't advise, but you can talk to them. They can really help you out on that, strategizing your current home itself. Okay.
Thanks a lot, Nagaraj.
Thank you.
Thanks
and best of luck. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mahi. And Nagaraj, yes, you were giving us a breakdown of comparison between the Santa Clara County and Fremont.
This is very important. Now let's go back to the Santa Clara, right? Well, I was telling you Fremont currently number of days in the market, how much? 36 days, right? Correct. Current data. Now look at the Santa Clara city right now. The average price in Fremont was 1.793 and here is at 1.998 median list price. Look at the average days on the market here. The average days on the market are 28 days right now. So it's already 8 days and it shows us a strong seller's market right now. And I was telling you also the median rent in Santa Clara city right now is 4,775. 4,775. Okay. And median rent in Fremont is 3,750. Okay, let's go back to the number of price decrease. The price decrease is a 14% in Santa Clara, but in case of Fremont, it is 23%. I think I would
23%, yes.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So now let's talk about the San Ramon because it's a bit far away, right? I think this one really help us to understand the Santa Clara. If I try to compare the Santa Clara, say the San Ramon, right? Because Santa Clara, San Ramon are the bigger homes, and that will really help us out. So, and it's far from, right now it's far from the offices which has opened up, right? The South Bay. So if I look around the median days on the market, it still shows us that average days on the market is 44, average days, and the price decrease. This really helps, gives you good data, 25%. And one more important data is to compare is the real estate. How many homes have been real estate again? Real estate means they try to sell, but were not able to sell it, and they real estate back again. Okay, so this is 22% in case of a San Ramon. Look at the Santa Clara, it's a 5%.
Yes, there's a huge comparison.
So that's a good number, right? You can see I'm just talking about the single family home. I'm not talking about the condos still right now. Okay, so now let's look about the Sunnyvale also for a quick comparison. So that way it gives a good data for our see, real estate in Sunnyvale is 5% right now. So real estate is 5%. And price decreased is 13%. But look around median days on a market also 21%. 21%, like 21 median, it's a 21 days actually median days on the market in Sunnyvale. Listeners, myself Realtor Nagaraj Annaiah, and we are live on a Bolly 92.3. And if you would like to give your if you have any questions on real estate, you can give us a call, and Sia can give us a number to call.
Yes, please call us in the studio. The studio number goes 1877 Bolly 92. That's 1877-265-5992. 1877-265-5992. And this is your opportunity to directly talk to Nagaraj. He has helped many clients. So if you have, if you're navigating, you have some question in mind, think of just extension of this like a drawing room conversation. Come and give us a call at 1877-265-5992.
See, now let me compare for Dublin also. Dublin is also a good comparison because so Dublin price decrease. Look at the data. Price decrease is 25%, and look at the data for 15% has been real estate in Dublin right now. Okay, so which is but number of days they're saying right now is 24. It is like it's all in 2025, in February 2025, right? It used to be 19 days in the market in Dublin area. Now it's gone little bit higher already, 24 days right now. What I can look around average days in the market, and price decreased 25%. That's kind of shows this gives a good comparison. The curve is going up, the price decreased in case of a Dublin. It's a good, if somebody wants to buy in a San Ramon Dublin area, this is the time they can jump in around. If they're hiding in the market for longer time, because San Ramon Dublin, a lot of people wants to go for a bigger homes, a greater neighborhood, like good schools. That's the reason a lot of people move around, right? Like for that, if they're looking for a bigger house, this is a time they can jump in, because I can see that price decrease is 25% already.
That's right, and especially if they are not commuting every single day.
Yeah, and I think we need to compare the Livermore also.
Great decrease.
Yeah, I think we need to compare the Livermore also, because that's if somebody wants to go for Livermore area also, how it is good, how it's looking in around. I think this data is really good data. I tell you, the price decreased are 32% in Livermore right now. See, yeah. 32%, and real estate, some of the data are like 9% in right now in the May month. But let's go back to the 32%. If I would have been in around February time frame, right, 14% only decreased in this Livermore area. Right now it is decreased to 32%. People 32% in average are reducing in the Livermore area. So it's a good buy. This is just, we are talking all about the single family homes. Should we talk about the condos also, so that they get a good insights how it is doing in?
Yes, that would be really helpful.
Yeah. So listeners, if you have any questions, and you can jump in, you can also jump in, and you can share your data also. Like if you have any questions on the real estate, this is the time you should not miss out. Right?
Give us a call at 1-877-BOLI92. That's 1-877-265-5992.
So let's talk about quickly about in the Sunnyvale itself, since we were talking about earlier in the Santa Clara County, Sunnyvale. Look around the median list price. The median list prices are 1.29 around, and per square footage is 900. As I was keep telling you, condo market has a bit slowed down. I can look around in the May time frame. It's a 51 days in the market. If I go back all the way in the February, it used to be like close to around 49 days. That's what it used to be. But somewhere around March, it dropped to 39 days. And around again April, it dropped to 29 days. Now, since because summer is coming up, more inventories also might be coming up in the condos also, right? That is also one of the things we can see, that 51 days right now, average days in the Sunnyvale. This is very important data to everybody. Condos, 25% have been decreased in Sunnyvale right now. 25%. Increase is just 8%. And the very good data is like 12%, around 12% have not been sold and they relisted again, 12%. So still, you were asking me how is the rental right now in this Sunnyvale, Santa Clara? 3,800 condos. Do you believe that? Condos people are paying $3,800.
So then this is slowly, we can say that in some areas, at least, like you mentioned, Dublin, San Ramon, or maybe some part of Alameda County, that is getting a buyer's market, but it's really holding up very high in Santa Clara and the adjoining areas, right?
Yes, anything around Santa Clara, Sunnyvale, we know that water, because all the big companies are around closer, right? Like all the bigger companies, Google, everybody is closer right now, right? So that is why it is like, and the Amazon also, Mountain View locations and everything, right? Like Apple also. So all this because they are they're asking us to come back. All these are like basically holding up. And one more thing is, let's compare the condo market in Livermore quickly also. So that is a good indication also. I see that price decrease is 31% in Livermore right now in the condo market. 31% overall. Okay, so that is concerning right now in the condo market, especially in the Livermore area. And recently, 15 days back, one of the client tried to sell in San Ramon area. 2022, it peaked up so much. Now it is going closer to 100K lesser sometimes, condo market.
So right time to buy in Livermore if somebody really wants to grab.
Yeah, grab around 500K, 600K. On this topic, condo is a good lot of home buyers, right? Today itself, I just closed one in a Newark area. It is few months back or last year, it used to sell around 600K. My client was able to get it for 525K. Do you believe that? 525K.
That's really a steal in this market.
It's a 2-bed, 2-bath. A lot of people are paying, like I was telling you, they're paying around average rent around $3,500, $4,000 rent. Instead of why can't they go buy the small houses for them, right? 2-bed, 2-bath condos. I think that's a monthly payment would be around closer to 3,200, 3,300, depending. Right now, the interest rates are just went up 2 weeks back, but still some lenders are able to do 5.875, which is a good deal. I'm telling you. 5.875. So we are running out of the time right now, but we can discuss more about how it is.
So as you were explaining this such like in depth and such a wonderful insight.
Yeah.
So I think choosing a buying agent is very, very important.
Yeah,
so
but
that
we don't have much time, Sia, on this. Like we have just 20 seconds to wrap up. Anjali is giving already as a counters for us. I think we need to wrap up. But listeners, if you have any questions and this topic is interesting and would like to know more about to buy anything in the Bay Area real estate, do give me a call. Easy to reach out. Go to nagarajhomes.com. Click on a WhatsApp icon. That's a way easy to connect with me. Always one source information. Go to nagarajhomes.com. All these recordings will be uploaded on YouTube to watch for it. And if any questions, do give me a call. Thank you so much, Sia, and thank you so much for all the Bay Area listeners.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great evening and a great weekend.